Welcome back, everybody. You see those lovely people? They invited me for breakfast the first day in Cascade Locks. It's a couple of days ago actually. We've been in Portland in between and had some days off. But now it's time for me to leave Cascade Locks and walk over the Bridge of the Gods. And it's pretty exciting. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video.
Spooky, you don't want to lose your phone right here.
The Bridge of the Gods is a pretty big milestone. It's I would say it's bigger than the halfway point. Everybody's so excited to finally reach this place, and yeah, I'm just as excited as everybody else. But we are far from be done, so let's keep hiking. I barely cross the bridge and I find an old friend of ours, Shower Shakedown. I haven't seen him since, I don't even remember. It's like a month ago or something like that, or two. So I was really happy to see him again. I did start out pretty late, around 4 o'clock or something like that, but Caboose, he wanted to catch up to me later, so I made small markings on the trail so he knows where I went off to set up my camp. But yeah, I waited for a long time and he never showed up. Yeah, never mind. I had a camp spot all on my own. It was nice and quiet, and I have this beautiful day ahead of me. But then, oops, I broke off a piece of my tooth. That wasn't as good, but fortunately it was a dead tooth, so I am in no pain. So we can just keep walking and enjoy the beauty of the day. This forest is so amazing and so beautiful. And notice here how the new trees growing up from the old dead tree, so everything get reused, and it's like a little fairy tale forest. It's so pretty and fitting for such a beautiful fairy tale day. We got a really beautiful sunset too. It looks like small spirits in the sky. I love it. So I started out hiking by myself this morning, but not long. At the first water source, I picked up a new friend. This guy I've heard about before, but I have never met. He is Old Goat, but goes by the Indian name of it that I did forget already. I'm so sorry, I couldn't pronounce it anyway. But yeah, we hiked the morning together. That was really cool. It always feels kind of weird if you have had a hiking companion for a while and then you leave him behind. So I always have to get used to that in the first couple of minutes, hours, whatever. But sometimes it's easier than other times if you have those kind of views and trail magic in the middle of nowhere. You kind of forget that you're on your own. You just enjoy the moment. It did rain for 20 seconds, so I put on my jacket and was super buffed because I had to climb this monster hill. But now I see it doesn't really look steep. I promise you guys it was really steep. But the rain was gone after, I think, 30 seconds or something like that. It really came down pretty hard and I thought, okay, finally, thunderstorm or whatever, but nothing. So yeah, put out my rain gear for nothing. But look at that, isn't that so pretty? I love it so much. Not sure if they're getting ready for Halloween or what, but the Yans are pretty active here. The next morning looked like rain. It's pretty hazy and foggy, but actually it turns out to be a really pretty day. Clouds do make a view more interesting, but being as high, the temperature is so different, so you sometimes can see, like here, the clouds are just falling down, and it's it's amazing if you right next to it, in between. It looks so cool. It's just nothing I've experienced before. Like you can see, there are plenty of water sources, so we don't have to concern us about keeping a lot of water supplies with us. That's really nice. We found a little spot of ice left, and we still had a couple of blowdowns here and there, so it was a lot of variety. Oh yeah, I got picked up at a dirt road in the middle of nowhere just before camp, and got a ride down to Trout Lake. So I had a quick in and out of Trout Lake, having a shower, some food at night, and then back on trail the next morning. Got a ride out of town. They have some scheduled drivers, so that's really cool. And yeah, just get back out there. Lots and lots of mosquitoes. I guess it could be worth, but sometimes it's no fun. Coming out of Trout Lake, we have another burned area. Luckily, it's an older one, so we have some green in between. And then I finally saw a new spider, but unfortunately, I think the hiker before me stepped on it. It was still alive, but barely. I put it to the side and hoped it will recover. Let's cross our fingers for that. It was actually a pretty spider. I didn't even take a real picture, just this little clip. So yeah, we are on the trail, we are hiking, and we are enjoying the views. And tonight I'm sharing a campsite with those lovely people. We had a really great afternoon, dinner time together, and enjoyed some good talks. Thank you for that, guys. today is one of the few days where I don't really meet anybody I know or have any conversations with anybody. It's a pretty lonely day on the trail today, but it's a pretty one anyway. So yeah, I won't tell you much about this day. Just look and enjoy. Looks like this saddle has been there for a long time. I finally made it to camp and I found some people I know. So when I finally made it to camp last night, I found Wrong Turn and Camino. Those guys I have met a couple of times already. I don't think I have any pictures of them in my videos so far. So this one is Camino, and we all started together this morning, but we already lost a Wrong Turn, kind of. He will catch up to us, I think, tomorrow. Or maybe, no, he did catch up tonight, maybe. Or we find out. Let's see. We've got some pretty views, but it's Camino. And Camino again. It's always Camino in the pictures. Wrong turn, where are you? Oops, no, it's not him. This is Snow Cone. But yeah, Snow Cone we will see a lot more than we'll see Wrong Turn today. And he's a really cool guy too. So yeah, come and join us. The scenery today reminds me on a couple of old movies, some commercial for outdoor stuff. It's just amazing. It's so beautiful. And Snowcone, Camino, and I, we will take it all in, let's say. That is part of the fun. We all think about different stuff while we're out here. So I'm thinking commercials and movies. And Camino thought of Hansi Hinterseer. That was a lot of fun. We just stood there and listened to some fun German music and took the scenery in. It's an amazing day today, guys. It's so pretty. It's really, I don't have any words for it, and it doesn't really show on the videos. But we've got a great time out here, having some lunch, waiting for Wrong Turn. He still didn't show up anywhere, so we took a longer break than expected, than planned. But still, no Wrong Turn. He might show up still. So, to be honest, I didn't mind being on my own yesterday, but I'm quite happy that I ran into those guys because the next part is a little bit sketchy with some snow still on the side of the mountain, and then you have this knife edge we have to climb over. It's called Goat Rocks. I'm happy I'm not on my own. And like I said earlier, we had such a great fun time. So the sound of those rocks make me feel really uncomfortable. You just feel like you can slip off the mountain any minute, and it sounds like everything is broken, and it probably is. What an amazing place. The view is just gorgeous. This little bit of sketchiness to it makes it super exciting, and I must admit, this is probably one of my favorite parts on the whole trail so far. It's just so much fun, and whoops, there we got some alpacas, a group of people hiking with alpacas. And they just made it over the goat rocks, or they are on their way to. That's interesting. We just hiked over a little bit of a sketchy area with some ice and slippery rocks, but this part right here is actually the one that concerned us the most. All the sand was super slippery, so we were happy when we got through that part. It was a short one, and then we finally made it to camp. So we did make it to camp, and it was just getting dark when we were done setting up and going to bed. And finally we do hear somebody else coming, and Wrong Turn did show up. So we are kind of all together again. The next morning I hit the trail on my own. We only have about 10 miles left to White Pass, where we will all catch up again and have some lunch together and stuff. So enjoy the little short walk to White Pass. See you there. Trail magic just before White Pass. And the rest made it too. So we got Snow Cone to the left and Camino to the right. Then we got On and Off and Flat Spot to the left. And finally Wrong Turn on the right side. We all here. Flat Spot and On and Off, they convinced me to join them and taking a hitch to Portland. From Portland we would take a drive back to Cascade Locks, where we got trail days next week. And that is pretty exciting, and I was debating with myself going or not. I would like to keep on hiking, but trail days is a big thing. You will meet a lot of hikers you have met along the trail, and we will just have a great time. So I decided to go, and it was so much fun. Portland was beautiful. We were in this flower garden here and having some fun times, going down at the water. I have no idea what kind of river this is, to be honest. It's going through Portland. We just walked through and had a really nice day off, and then we got to stay at my friend Pancake's and her husband Mike, and had a great time in Portland before we went to the trail days. And that's it for this week. It was an amazing week, and I hope to see you soon.